It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City. Thanks for having us in. Greg Olson with you. Greg, love this matchup. We got a couple of defensive-minded teams in this one. They love to press the quarterback. They press those wide receivers on the corners. Man, points are going to be tough to come by in this one.
And as good as the defenses think they're going to be entering today's game, Mike, I think it really flips the pressure on the opposing offenses. Make the most of your opportunities. Each possession matters. Don't turn the ball over. Don't be afraid to punt it back and play a little field position. The game within the game, I think, is a critical factor for ultimately who finds himself victorious at the end of this matchup.
The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First and 10. Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one. It's another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. A give, and here comes Harris. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Second down, it's Fields. A pass taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On the handoff, it's Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is third and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. Allen on first down. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to give it to Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. From the gun, Josh Allen. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Allen on 3rd down. Now a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Field. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Harris. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Bills are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Allen. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touch. And now Sean McDermott will throw the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. from the 1-yard line. First down and goal. One more time going up top with Allen. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Austin now to return this. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail. To 7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Fields. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, son.
To throw is Fields. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This one grabbed by Austin. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Fields now on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Calvin Austin, touchdown Steelers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Allen to the air. That's taken in by Shakir. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw again, it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we send you down to Orlando, and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to keep it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He'll take off again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Fields. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Steeler 1st down. They run it over center with Harris. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A pass taken in by Harris. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. This is intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. A throw on the move is caught.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket break...
Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run. Here's Harris. The Bills have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Fields. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's got another one. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more.
Now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. A carry for Cook. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. He is in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one skips the landing zone. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, it's Harris. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. They'll give it to Harris again. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Fields. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Harris. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1.
Don't jump, ready?
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go.
They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs. And he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now Allen taking off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Allen will throw. That's taken in by Shakir. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two. Now Allen.
Mike, this is the right call. I know it didn't necessarily work out for them in this case, but with this little amount of time left, try to end the game in regulation. Don't force this thing to overtime. They get that two-point play. Barring a miracle, they win. They end up coming up short, but I still think it's the right play.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
Another one for Cook. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, Allen flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that's good for a gain of 5. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Offense in the hurry up here. From just shy of midfield on second down. Complete, it's Cooper. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Allen throw on 3rd and 1. On the move, headed right. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Throwing now on first down, Allen. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Again, it's Cook. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He rolls to his right. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Bass now to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. Returns looking good so far. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Trying to run in, Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying it again with Harris. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. Headed out right. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding it. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Now it's Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Now run by Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Allen on 3rd and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines. Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Fields out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Harris on 2nd down. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tackle made by Von Miller. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Working quickly here. Fields on 1st down. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. They give to Harris from the gun. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down throw for Fields. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers driving for a score and a halftime lead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Warren's got it, complete. And he's brought down for a loss. It's Warren on 3rd down. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to... Intercepted in the end zone! Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills take possession in the shadow of their own end zone. They're at the 4-yard line.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. He'll throw it. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. it just before halftime. He can run it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. So we're at halftime. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This finds Austin complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 1. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Buying some time right. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 3rd and goal for Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He rolls to his right. Connection made to Shakir. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This will be caught by Cooper. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He puts... Oh, brother, it's another interception. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills take possession of the football. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, the offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball. Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
He's got it near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Davis pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Take everything that makes the goal line stand exciting and amplify it by 1,000. They didn't just hold him out of the end zone. They stole the ball away with a dominant stop.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and 3 now. Now Fields. Gets this one to Harris. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. They'll try to run it with Harris. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Fields out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Looking to throw Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Fields to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that.
And they pick him off. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some...
And we are underway in Buffalo. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Right to the air. Here is Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Well, this is caught by Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 50 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they've got it 1st and goal at the 3. What a place to start. So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Goff. Right side to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Goff now looking to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They run it again with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. To throw is Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. Seven now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Bass now to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Again, Goff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it to Williams. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's gone. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Shane Zylstra, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Point after here coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Goff looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two yards to go, second down. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. To throw, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have retaken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Brian Branch with it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Second down and 3. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Throwing again is Goff. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. They'll look to throw. They'll roll, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So we've reached halftime in a... Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jack Campbell with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams 38 yards. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And now out come the Bills.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second and 10.
Allen. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. It's Williams on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Goff. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Allen going to throw, sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Shakir hauls it in. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th, eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
56.
Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Staying on his feet. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Allen. Shakes off the sack. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Back to throw. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills getting set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, it's Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. From the 46, here's the second down and 9. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. To the air, Allen. And returns it right back to Samuel. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. So the drive will indeed continue. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he will be brought down with a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Throwing now, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown
This thing is ugly.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Allen. He'll buy some time right.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen to throw once more. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen now looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.